And the snooker is about to lay.
Just wait on 16.
It's good effort, that. He's not made things simple. Well, I think might have the free ball here.
Foul for Chris Wakeland, free ball.
But the dream is still alive. Because the likelihood is there's going to be another snooker, so
7.
if it's a good one, things become quite interesting. In fact, very interesting. To do with this red coming out closer to the black, really, I mean, it's hard to fault what he's doing, but that would have been the perfect outcome. A miss won't be called should Zhao Jintong not make contact with the red. Which he hasn't.
Foul. Chris Wakeland, 4.
It's one snooker to tie. How about that, Phil?
It was 5 at his lowest ebb. This would be simply extraordinary if Chris Wakeland were to wriggle out of this and win. Does he have the spirit of Houdini?
It's a good one. It really is. You know, this is an eminently missable snooker. You're wondering which way he'll go. Well, he could go around the back of this. It's not impossible.
Wakeland's head is down. Where is the red? I'll tell you what, in these circumstances, it is not a gimme, this. Where are the balls?
Missed it by an absolute mile, didn't he?
I never hear the last of it.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Wow.
It's not just a snooker. It's one that could be missed. The crowd here at the Kaitak Arena are so involved with every shot, getting their money's worth in this match.
Zhao Jintong is hanging on grimly here. These things would only happen in a last frame, wouldn't they? Because clearly, I mean, it nearly happened in Berlin last week with Mark Selby against Zhu Se. But of course, the last frame is when you try, because it's the last shot you'll get, really, at winning a match. I say it again, you know, it could argue that if he gets a chance to pop red black, there's no reason why he wouldn't take it at this stage. It's different when there is multiple snookers and you want a free ball, which he's already had, by the way. I think he actually did go for the pot there, you know. And I think that might be his last shot.
Yeah, he missed it by the proverbial country mile, didn't he? Zhao Zhintong has been waiting to exhale.
1.
He'll be taking nothing for granted here, though.
No, I don't think he looks troubled by something, but really he shouldn't be thinking that way. He's 40 in front on the yellow, on a colour, so really
Brown ball.
probably done the right
Tom,
thing, hasn't he?
1.
Let's be honest. Surely not. Not expect any more drama from here, are we?
No, I don't think.
Chris Wakeling there, very sportingly asking whether he thought he'd fouled the ball, but he was put to rights by Colin Humphries, saying, don't worry, it wasn't. So a 40-point lead for Zhao as the yellow just refuses to drop. Means that Wakeling is back to needing 4 snookers. Now, though, with the last red off the table, the best he can do with a free ball is just 2 points. It's looking grim for him. Surely that's that.
2.
It is now.
Zhao Zhintong, 5 frame and a match.
It wasn't the finest performance from Zhao Zhintong. It was a very spirited comeback, a rearguard action from Chris Wakeling from 4-1 down. But in the end, the world champion goes through. His hopes of being in the Players' Championship later this month remain alive. We know for certain he's in the semi-finals.
Chris Wakeling, 3.
And that was an extraordinary decision, wasn't it? To free the black and leave a long red. I think you need the black tied up if you're going to play safe and leave this red on. Now, whatever happens in this match, I have to say, despite however well Wakeling's played, that last shot was a big blunder. To free the black and leave a Zhao Zhintong special.
What a test. What a test for Zhao. Comes through this, he'll feel $1 million. If he loses this match, it's a real knockback.
Nine.
Now, just as he took the cue back there was some noise from backstage.
16.
And the black only just wobbled in.
17.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension in this. Not interested in going into the bunch. He's very good at that, but right now I think he's got to rebuild.
24. 25.
Well, I mean, he might have that red up into the green pocket.
32.
This one's slightly easier.
$33.
Interesting shot selection. It's hard to fault it, isn't it? But, you know, he was so attacking on the red, I thought he might try and keep the break going, although the bunts were awkwardly placed. There was nothing there, no plants or anything. So maybe he felt that's all he could do.
Foul, miss. Xiaojingtong 6.
It's a foul and, of course, a miss. No red on, so the cue ball definitely will be replaced. And at this stage, Neil, all donations gratefully accepted. The 6 points. Xiao's not going to turn his nose up at those.
No, if we can get the replacement back, I think it's an equally difficult shot second time, because he's obviously got to play into the cushion with left-hand side to take the cue ball further down. If it was easy, then he wouldn't have hit the pink. So he's got to go a different way. Trouble is, he's sort of flirting with those two reds. He could leave one on this way if he's not careful. No, he's played it well. And again, he wants to take this on. It looks pretty tight, doesn't it, as to whether it will actually go. Basically just taking the red off the table, I think all that shot was. Which might mean something further down the line, that there's one fewer red left on the table, but Wakelin's desperate for something. If he lays a snooker here, it's absolutely simple to hit. We'll just give him something. See, there's an argument. People say, well, why are you laying the snooker there? Well, actually, what I'll say about that, if he rolls into the bunch and leaves touching ball with Wakelin, then all of a sudden, Xiao has the advantage. So there might be something in laying the snooker. This is the point. People don't always realise that laying an innocuous snooker can actually benefit you further down the line.
Really good call, Neil, and you could see Wakelin reel away from the table when he realised it was touching.
Touch and ball.
Another one. That's not helping Wakelin. He's a little unlucky to leave a touching ball there. Don't know whether Jin Tong, can he get to the red to pot it? Turned out to be the right shot. He's always looking for the attacking options where possible, isn't he?
At times today, his concentration has not been sharp, but there's nothing sharpens focus more than a decider. One good split and he's almost there.
Yes, usually he's very good at these shots, but of course you've got to worry about the possibility of missing the black under this pressure as well. Good split, but more to do.
15.
Yeah. A microcosm of the match. Nothing's come easy for Zhao Zhintong, and normally that's what he does. He makes the game look preposterously easy. Another terrific pot.
Yes, he's knocked three into that green pocket in this frame, hasn't he? All of them very good. So red, high value colour, which it will certainly be if he pots this red anyway.
18.
We know what a break builder he is and what a wonderful, attractive scorer, but he's actually dug in quite well in this frame. Just going to make an observation now, and it may be nothing. Now that he's won,
26.
it doesn't seem like we're saying it for any other reason, but he's been coughing and spluttering a little bit, and I wonder if he's completely at full strength today, Jin Tong, because he has played a little bit as if he's off colour. Only time will tell, but ultimately he's through.
Good timing with that comment, Neil. I was thinking exactly the same thing myself. I didn't want to offer an excuse were he to be beaten. I think it's entirely possible that. One thing that isn't off colour, though, his resolve. It's in there for all to see. So 70 points the difference, 51 on the table.